indicators here. Okay. Seeing what's cooking in the markets here. See if there's any good trades to take. So Maverick AI Pro, color in your background to who's in charge. Look at this, green background. Then he came back down. Now you're starting to turn back up. Interesting. Got an A+ setup to the upside, but you are in market maker, potential market maker manipulation time right there. So just keeping my eye on that. What's NQ doing? NQ is kind of similar story as the ES, obviously. And is oil doing anything? Boy, oil, holy smokes. Oil is flying up here. Wow, if you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. The Maverick AI Pro colors your candles to the data, not to price and direction. Wow, holy smokes! Since the open, oil has just been humming. I don't know if there was news or something like that, but wow! Again, you know, green background, bright green candles, your strongest upside data candle. Price is above the Maverick guide. We like to go long when price is above the Maverick guide. We like to go short when price is below the blue line. So that's interesting. And we're past that potential market maker manipulation time. Price, it likes to run away from your strongest zone. A lot of times. Every time? No. A lot of times. I know new traders want rules that like, when this happens every single time. It just the market doesn't work like that. But a lot of times, yes. So here's what I'm going to do. As we're breaking out of this zone, I got a nice wick here. I have a nice wick here. My strongest zone is down here. Price a lot of times likes to run away from my strongest zone. Bright green candle. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. I'm going to get into 2 contracts here. And we have a B setup on the Ultimate Trading Assistant, the Maverick Radar. So let me walk you through this here. Okay. All right. Let's talk about why we're in this trade and keep things going. All right. So it's going to move really slow. Just FYI, like CL moves slow, but that's okay. All right, let's talk about it. Green background, bulls are in control. Okay, green background, bulls are in control. Bright green candles. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Bright green is your strongest upside data candle. Let's see if we can find some pink. Here you go. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. Actually, this is 4 a.m., so that doesn't even matter. But here you go. Here's some more. If you see pink, it will most likely... These are huge moves on CL, by the way. Huge moves. I mean, this will pay a mortgage right here. This guy right here. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. Bright green is your strongest upside data candle. How cool is it that we can essentially see underneath the hood via the Maverick AI Pro formula? I'm going to go one more contract and then I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, 3 contracts. All right, so let's walk through this. Starting to break up. That's beautiful. Okay, and look, this thing's been running up for a while here. You got the green background. By the way, all our indicators work on NinjaTrader and TradingView in the Ultimate Edge bundle. Look at this. Let's go. Let's go. Green background, we're stacking probability. Green background, the bulls are in control. Bright green candles. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Bright green's your strongest upside data candle. You got a B set up on the Ultimate Trading Assistant, the Maverick Radar. Let's talk about the Maverick Radar. The Maverick Radar is going through a bunch of your indicators. Okay, your Maverick indicators, and it's grading each one, and it'll tell you either don't have a setup, you got a B setup. Ooh, that's a rough B. Sorry, I'm drawing with my mouse. Or you got an A setup. Right now, you got this is not how my handwriting. I am drawing with my mouse. Right now, you got a B setup. on the Maverick radar, okay? And look at this. We got a B set up on the Maverick radar, and look at that. Absolutely beautiful. We are coming up here really nice. Okay. All 5 traders are voting bullish across 6 time frames. Think of T1 through T5 here as traders, but they're algorithmically designed traders, meaning these are algorithms that are designed after trading styles. And they're voting across 6 time frames. So if you had 5 traders in a room with you who all traded a different style and they were all agreeing we're going up, would that give you confidence to take a long? Now here's what's really cool about this is that these 5 traders, the number one downfall of traders is what? The big E, emotion, right? We see things we think we see, we get fear of missing out, we got all sorts of stuff. Guess what these 5 traders don't have? They don't have emotion. They are purely data driven, and they're voting across 6 time frames. You can actually add a 7th time frame if you want, and you can change these time frames. How stinking cool is that? By the way, we've had confidence arrow, confidence arrow, confidence arrow. They're not buy and sell signals. They're just confidence arrows to let you know you're moving in the right direction. Last thing I want to point out here is the Maverick trender has been pegged to the top this entire way. You have this uptrend label. When this line is pegged to the top, it can't go any further. We call these flat tops. And look, you've had a flat top ever since here. Look at your last flat top. Started here, ended here. Where was it? Okay, where was your flat top before that? Here, from here to here. What did it do? What did price do? Maverick trender is a beast, and it can go the opposite direction when price is moving down. Okay, so look, flat top, price moved down. Flat top, price moved down. Okay. So what we're doing here, folks, is we're stacking probability. We're not just taking one signal. We're stacking probability. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. What we're doing is hitting the wrong buttons. What we're doing is we're stacking probability in our favor. Okay. We got a green background. Bulls are in control. Bright green candles. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. We got a B setup on the ultimate trading assistant, the Maverick radar, grading a bunch of our indicators, okay? And it's saying, hey, buddy, right now, you got a B setup, all right? All 5 traders are voting bullish across 6 time frames, okay? So this is really cool stuff here. All right. So now we just wait. So check this out. So let me show you the zones. See, here are the zones. These are auto drawing your support and resistance zones. And we no longer have to draw our support and resistance zones. This is the Maverick zones. The Maverick zones is saying, hey, where should a zone be? Okay. And then how wide should it be? See how this one's like this wide, but this one's like way wider. Okay. By probability formula, where should it be? How big should it be? And then when price gets close to it, it's going to give you these probability scores, okay, of price holding or breaking. Anything less than 90% is game for breaking. Anything greater than 90% is like a brick wall. So if we were coming up here, you know, right now, and this wasn't a 58, this was like a 95, okay, I wouldn't take a trade into it. Why? Because this thing's like a brick wall. Price would come up, hit it, and just flatten out like a sports car driving into a brick wall, or bounce right off, right? But what do we got? We got a 57 score, 73 score. A lot of times, what I say before, price likes to run away from your stronger score, okay? So really interesting stuff here. And again, we're just putting it all together. I wouldn't go short here. I wouldn't go short when I have a green background. I wouldn't go short when I have bright green candles, my strongest upside data candle. I wouldn't go short when I have a grade to the upside. I wouldn't go short when all 5 traders are voting to the upside across 6 time frames, right? Does that make sense? Now we're getting a little retracement here, but why? Because you're up against a zone. A zone is a zone is a zone is a zone. I don't care if it's a weak score, if it's a strong score, we still have to, just because it's a weak score doesn't mean price just goes straight through it, right? We still have to work our way through the orders to get to the next zone, right? We got to chew up all the orders that are in this zone to get to the next zone, right? So it's not surprising that we're bouncing a little off the top of this zone. When was this zone drawn? When was this zone drawn? Oh my gosh, this zone was drawn. Let's see here. Are you serious? Okay, I'm already back almost 2 days now. That this zone was drawn almost 2 days ago. Over 2 days ago, this zone that we're up against, that price is stopping at, was drawn by your Maverick zones 2 days ago. Is that not insane? It's insane. So stinking cool. So stinking cool. All right, so got 96 score, 83, 73. Price likes to move away from your strongest zone. Are we bound to get some retracement, bounce, and then come up? Sure, that's how the market works. Will it definitely do that? I don't know. Let's move our stop loss to break even, and then we don't have to worry about any of that stuff, right? Then we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Okay. Stacking. Stacking probability. Okay. That's what we're doing. Okay. Green background. Bulls are in control. Bright green candles. Your strongest upside data candle. We got a setup on the ultimate trading assistant, the Maverick radar, and all 5 traders are voting bullish to the upside. Okay. Very, very cool. Guys, I just realized I had an old contract in my settings. So we actually have an A+ setup. We did not have a B setup. I had the old contract loaded in here. So I just realized we actually have an A+ setup to the upside. Let's go. Let's go. I just went into my settings and updated the contract. We had the 0926 CL, but I had to update to the 1026. So we actually have an A+ setup to the upside on the Ultimate Trading Assistant, the Maverick Radar. Look at this thing. Okay, look at this thing. Beautiful. Green background, bright green candles, A+ setup on the Ultimate Trading Assistant, the Maverick Radar, and all 5 traders have been bullish this entire time. Okay, and look, what do you got? You got a weak zone score. We know there was a very strong zone score here. Price likes to move away from your strongest zone. It almost like it likes to run away from the brick wall, if that makes sense. Okay. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. A little bit more of a pop. Oops, wrong tool. Here we go. A little bit more of a pop, and I'll just hit my close button. And if we can push into this zone here, that'll be beautiful. Okay. We got our stop loss in, so no matter what, stop loss plus a tick. So no matter what, helps pay for commissions at break even. Which, yes, you can lose money going break even. I always set it for like a tick or 2 above to just make sure that commissions doesn't eat me up. So low zone score. We should push right through here. Okay, we should push right through here. Now, will it be this candle? No, it might be another candle. It might, we're getting close to lunchtime, right? We're getting close to lunchtime. Your market maker manipulation time, potential manipulation time. So we need this timer to turn white. Might get a little bit of retracement here. Totally okay. But we're not confused at all going, why is price stopping? What do we know? What do we know? We know that there's a zone right here. We know there's a zone right here. Yes, it's a weak score, but a zone is a zone is a zone. Okay? All right, we just got to close inside the zone. Just got to close inside the zone. I don't need that much more of a push. Okay? Green background, bright green candles. I can't say it enough. A+ setup on the Ultimate Trading Assistant, the Maverick Radar. All 5 traders are voting bullish across 6 time frames. Okay, and a weak zone score. So just need a little bit of a push and we'll be good. All right. So listen, if you want, this is what clear vision looks like, folks. This to me is edge. Okay. So if you want a little bit more edge, you know, on your charts. Oh, hang on 1 second, guys. Let's see. Are we going to hit this? You got an up confidence arrow showing up here, guys. Okay. Hold on. I like to just hit the close button. I'm not smart enough to put the take profit line in the right spot. So let's see here. Just need a little bit of a push. Need a little bit of a push. Boom. There you go. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What was that? 1030. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful example of how these indicators just bring absolute clarity to the charts. This is, my mother could look at this chart and go, yeah, I wouldn't go short here. Okay. Green background, bright green candles. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. A+ setup on the Ultimate Trading Assist. Once I updated the contracts, all 5 traders are voting bullish across 6 timeframes. Look at this thing pump. Look at this thing pump. Let's go. Let's go. And a weak zone score. And a weak zone score that we're just breaking right into. So listen, if you want a little bit more edge on your charts, come check us out, all right? Not financial advice, do your own research. Never any guarantees in any market. We know that. And again, all our indicators in the Ultimate Edge bundle work on NinjaTrader and TradingView. And for those of you who are waiting for the Maverick Gamma Pro, make sure you're signed up on the wait list. We're going to announce that later this week on the details. And we're just working on a few more things. And I'll put all those links in the description. And again, if you haven't checked out our video from last Friday, on a Friday, one of the worst trading days, period. Look at this thing just pump. Oh my gosh. We passed a $50,000 prop firm challenge in one day and we recorded the whole thing. You can go watch that. It's a few videos back. That was just this Friday and has proof on there of getting funded and all that stuff. So pretty cool using our indicators. So yeah, so if you're not part of the Maverick family, come check us out. All right. MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.